Hi everyone, Lynn Palermo here from the Family History Writing Studio, and welcome back to Storylines, our weekly video lesson. So today I want to talk to you about the protagonists in your family history story. Sometimes we can struggle with trying to choose who the protagonist is going to be, particularly when we're telling stories that might be around a particular couple or a family unit. And we're not really sure who really should take the lead in this story. Should it be the father or the mother, maybe one of the children, even maybe, a sibling to one of the parents? Sometimes it's not always that clear. So I want to give you some tips as to how you can sort of narrow down and figure out how to decide who is best suited to be the protagonist in the story that you want to tell. So first of all, your story is going to be built around a problem, a conflict of some sort that needs to be solved. So you want to make a list of who all is affected by that particular problem. Okay, so start out with that and prioritize them. So who is affected the most and put them in that order. Then think about who has the ability to act on the problem. Okay, so it might affect many people, but maybe not everybody needs to act on it. So who is likely to act on the problem and has the ability to act on it or has reasons to act on it? So they have an invested interest to solve the problem. And so once again, that makes them more of a priority on your list. So if somebody doesn't have a reason to act on the problem, cross them off the list and start narrowing down that list of possible protagonists. Then think about something to lose and something to gain. What ancestors on that list have the most to lose and the most to gain by solving this problem? Okay, so once again, the more they have to lose, the more they have to gain, the more priority they should take on your list. If anybody doesn't have anything to lose by fixing this conflict, or if they're not going to gain anything by fixing the conflict, cross them off the list. Next, the capacity to change. So who's likely to change the most? So who's likely to change the most as a result of figuring out this conflict? If somebody is not going to affect somebody in such a way that they're going to change, then they don't become a priority here. We really want somebody who is going to be changed by this outcome. And that will make them for a much stronger protagonist. Also consider the qualities of the protagonists that you have on your list. Are they likable? We want to make sure they're likable. People have to have empathy for that protagonist ancestor, and also their flaws. Are their flaws an opportunity for growth in the story? So we want to take a look at that as well. We all have flaws. It's okay for our protagonist ancestor to have flaws, but do we see them as an opportunity where they are going to grow as a result of this conflict? And those flaws, are they going to help them? Are they going to grow? Or are those flaws probably going to hold them back? So those are some ideas that you can think about when it comes to figuring out who should be the protagonist ancestor in your story. Now, if you're writing a story and you're just not sure you're telling it from the right angle, then maybe you want to run through some of these suggestions, write down all those possibilities and start crossing them off and see who's going to be the best fit. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not a member of Storylines, please make sure to sign up so you get all these great videos in your inbox weekly. And I'll see you next week.